Breaking news overnight. Tens of thousands of dock workers walking off the job just after midnight. The strike threatens the nation's supply chain and could lead to higher prices and possible shortages. Ports from Maine to Texas, like the ones you're seeing live right now, are being impacted. Elizabeth Schulze starts us off at the vital port of New York and New Jersey. Good morning to you, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, Michael. Hundreds of union workers here tell us that they are demanding a fair contract, and the union's president says that they will stay on strike until they get that. Until then, busy shipping hubs like the Port of New York and New Jersey here, the busiest on the East Coast, are at a virtual standstill.
Nothing's going to move without us.
This morning, tens of thousands of union dock workers at more than a dozen ports from Maine to Texas are off the job and on the picket line.
We're here to support for going forward the future. No automation. We want to secure our jobs.
At midnight, the International Longshoremen's Association announcing its first strike in nearly 50 years after it failed to reach a new contract agreement with the U.S. Maritime Alliance. During 11th hour negotiations, the union insisting on a 77% pay increase over 6 years and limits on the use of automated machines. The shipping industry group responding with the nearly 50% pay hike.
I want to tell you all what you're doing is right. This is going down in history, what we're doing here.
14 vital ports that absorb more than half of the cargo shipped to the U.S. from other countries are now at a standstill. Fresh fruit, clothes, machinery, and medicine won't be loaded on or off container ships, potentially costing the American economy up to $7.5 billion in 1 week. Analysts say for every day the strike lasts, it could take 6 days to clear the backlog, an echo of supply chain bottlenecks during the pandemic. Retailers like executive Kevin Rhee say a strike lasting more than a couple weeks could force businesses like his to raise prices for customers.
If all the East Coast and the Gulf Coast ports are closed, businesses will be bringing things in from the West Coast, which will cause more congestion there, and you have to transport that all the way across the country. Ultimately, what that means is higher costs for consumers.
The union says it will still handle military cargo, and cruise ships will run on schedule during the strike. The White House has just released a statement saying that President Biden and Vice President Harris are closely monitoring any supply chain impacts. Robin.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you.